is looking ready as ever to assert herself in the women's division here tonight.
Possibly the biggest free agent signing in the history of the WWE. Jade's power and athleticism are something that will surely keep her at the top of the division.
Yeah, Byron, I think we're all excited to see what Jade Cargill does to cement herself in this match.
And from way up, countered into a backbreaker.
She had that scouted. Fends it off. Good counter.
Ooh! Stiff kick. Measured knee drop. Ooh!
Anytime Rhea Ripley enters the ring, she's somehow even more dangerous than ever. More powerful, more unhinged.
More reckless, more emotional. Rhea Ripley's not invincible, Cole, and that's something any savvy competitor can use to their advantage.
A big kick to the gut.
And a thunderous forearm to follow.
Up and down. What a slam.
Oh! Ooh!
Stop it.
Can she get the pinfall?
Maybe.
And she's not done yet.
Yeah, she probably knew that cover wouldn't do it.
Jade now trying to capitalize.
Spear!
Boom, what a kick.
She has her down for the count.
Barely kicks out.
Both competitors digging deep into their well to keep this match going. And she's looking intent on delivering something big here.
Spear! Transitions into the pin. Is this it? And she fights it off.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
Cargill from behind with a double chicken wing hoists her opponent up into the sky. We could be here all night.
As she executes Jade. Cargill stamping an end to this.
Cargill gets the win.
Here is your winner, Jade Cargill.
And we'll have to mark this down in the L column for Rhea Ripley.
What a win for Jade here tonight.
There's no telling what a competitor is capable of once that cage door is locked.
I shudder to think what individuals are capable of when they're surrounded by 15 feet of steel.
Once you are in the cage and the door is locked, the time for talk is over. It's all business.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
Oh, Cargill gets cut off.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
Jade looking to embarrass her opponent.
She might want to turn her attention back to the match at hand.
Big boot to the gut and a thunderous forearm to follow.
This is just brute power.
What a German suplex.
Oh, that was just malicious. Kicks to the cranium of their opponent.
Consecutive attacks keeping Lynch off her game.
Jade is stifling the opposition now.
Corey, I have to ask, how do you prepare for a steel cage match?
Well, the only preparation is accepting your fate. There is nothing worse than that feeling the first time flesh meets steel. But if you can learn to withstand that pain, you might actually have a chance of winning.
Countering that offense.
Jade isn't taking this lying down anymore.
Yeah, but Cargill needs to maintain some offense to fully get...
Kick down low, all tied up. Is this enough to do it?
Quick count after one.
Refusing to give up even an inch of ground as this match continues.
Pressing offense from Cargill.
Becky's gonna have to endure this punishment. The unparalleled strength of Jade Cargill on display as she executes Jaded.
And can that keep Becky down?
2.
And there's the survivor of this steel cage match.
Here is your winner, Jade Cargill.
You know, Zelina Vega has really come into her own as of late as she's embraced her heritage and her culture as part of her identity as a WWE superstar. And the WWE Universe has really embraced her in kind.
Zelina is fighting with a schoolboy into the pin.
The ref saw clear as day she was on the ropes. Counters with an attack on Zelina. She turns it around with the reversal.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the T.
Because of her size, Zelina Vega is often underestimated.
But that discounts her veteran experience and craftiness, Cole. At the end of the day, Zelina Vega is no underdog, and she loves to prove just why it's foolish to underestimate her.
Dakota wards off the attack.
Kick to the back. Dakota Kai turning up the intimidation factor.
In a weakened state here, guys.
I love this.
Now that was a very questionable attack. I think it goes beyond any gray area.
And Vega gets contested there.
Yeah, Kai was showing a little of her now patented ruthlessness there. Oh, stomping away. Wrench in the arm, Pele kick. Golly, incredible axe kick.
And Zelina finding herself on the defensive.
Not looking good for Zelina here.
Oh, and fights back.
Zelina finally creates some more offense for herself.
Zelina tested here, finally able to get some offense of her own in.
Dakota Kai, detonation kick. Has Dakota settled this?
Looking for the pin. What a kick out. I don't believe it.
Had to dig deep to break that pin.
But can it be done again? How much is left after that?
And that could have been Dakota's best shot at putting this one away. Indeed! Taking advantage of the opportunity. There's two. And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Dakota Kai.
Zelina Vega leaving in defeat.
Zelina as fiery as they come, but it wasn't enough to come out on top.
Zelina hoped tonight would be the night.
Dakota Kai ready for action here tonight. Some have called Kai one of the most treacherous superstars in the entire women's division.
Well, it sounds like some people need to take a look in the mirror, Cole. Dakota Kai is only as faithful and loyal as others are to her. There's nothing inherently treacherous about doing whatever it takes to win. Some would call it smart.
Call it whatever you want, Corey, but it still means Dakota is a dangerous force.
And standing across the ring is the sinister Io Sky. Io's gift for ruthless attacks has made her feared in both locker rooms.
I agree, Saxton. Io delivers a different type of air show from your average high flyer, and it's something fierce. Io Sky is a walking lethal weapon.
We'll continue with Io Sky. The strategy seems obvious. Keep the genius of the Sky grounded. Am I right about that?
You are, but it's much easier said than done. Targeting Io's legs to take away her ability to climb the ropes, targeting her core to slow her down. These are all the right approach, but Io isn't just going to stand still and let you do it. It's a very tall task.
Oh! No doubt Io is having trouble here.
Impressive execution here. Finding ways to slow Io down and landing smart attacks to keep Sky
No! Suicide dive! Risking it all and able to connect like a homing missile.
And she slides her back to the mat. Boom! What a forearm. And a well-timed counter.
Got the arm trapped. Looking for La Maestro Cradle.
And she thwarts the pin attempt in one.
These one counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out of.
Dakota is overwhelming her opponent here.
Kai has the... inside track now.
Hooked up. Fisherman suplex. And Sky felt the full force of that impact.
As deep as this match has gone, it's not bad shape to be in. Chiropractor.
That might have put it away. 2, 3, no.
She just won't stay down.
Looking dazed. You can tell she has no idea what's coming to her.
Dakota Kai. Uh-oh. Got out of the way.
These two are finding an answer for...
Dakota Kai with a detonation kick.
Did Kai just put an end to this?
Makes the cover. Man, that was a hard-fought win. She's got to be proud of herself tonight.
Here is your winner, Dakota Kai.
What a loss for Io Sky.
The genius of the Sky may have been bested, but without a doubt,
There's the bell, and we're set to go with the vicious Cora Jade, and she's been quite clear about her disdain for the establishment.
100%, Cole. Jade got sick of playing by the rules, so she started writing her own. And they're simple. No respect, no mercy.
That's the thing, Corey. Cora doesn't view this as competition. She's out to lay waste to the rest of the roster.
And who knows what we'll see happen tonight with Liv Morgan in action.
Liv's always been focused on elevating her game in the ring, but lately she's become downright ruthless. I don't know if it's the influence of her newfound love or if she's simply looking out for number one.
Jumping clothesline! What agility!
Oh, right to the leg.
Leg trapped. Looking for the heel hook stretch.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
And Liv should have watched out for that attack. She's not smiling now.
Cora came looking for a fight and is delivering one now.
All the momentum's against Morgan now.
Yeah, Morgan has to devise a new plan here.
Corey, what's Cora Jade got to do in this one to get the upper hand?
Cora's going to need to tap into that resident mean girl mentality, Cole. That means doing whatever it takes to win. Bending the rules, playing mind games, anything and everything Cora can do to gain the advantage, she should. Worry about the consequences later. Kick to the body.
Into a double arm DDT.
Can Jade close things out?
That might have done it. This could be it. 2 count. An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, Cora Jade.
Cora Jade with quite the win here tonight.
No doubt about it. Liv Morgan is going to dust herself off and go back to the drawing board. Just watch her.
Few superstars love basking in the cheers of the WWE Universe like Seth Rollins. Seth believes he deserves the adoration of the crowd and their chants drive him in the ring.
I don't think anyone would be wrong to call Rollins eccentric or an egomaniac, but even I have to admit, he really is as good as he claims.
Rollins has made a career out of proving that he belongs at the top of this industry. With the WWE Universe behind him, I don't see that changing anytime soon.
And then we've got the fiery brawler himself, Sheamus. Nothing fancy about his in-ring style. Sheamus is all about unleashing his ferocity on anyone who steps in the ring with him.
He's not worried about his attacks looking pretty. He's concerned with making sure they hit with as much force as possible. With Sheamus in the ring, we're in for a good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Rollins has proven over the years that he has so many ways to beat his opponents, so many ways to come out on top.
Yeah, and one of those ways, Cole, is getting into his opponent's heads. He's an absolute master at that. So when you're in the ring with Rollins, you want to make sure you're focused on just beating Rollins down. You do not want to let him get into your head.
Slam. Attack after attack from the Celtic Warrior.
And this is how you handle Rollins. Not letting him get into your head, just focusing on beating him down.
Effective counter.
Hooked up.
DDT.
The Celtic Warrior.
What noise, what impact. And you can tell Sheamus is savoring every moment of this.
Dominance personified.
Boom kick. No doubt Sheamus ended this.
Goes for the pin. It's over. It is over.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
A well-earned victory for Sheamus.
As promised, Sheamus just gave us another banger.
And here we go with Tama Tonga in the ring, one of the most dangerous individuals in WWE.
Absolutely, Cole. Tama Tonga's a wild man. You never really know what you're going to get from this volatile competitor.
That unpredictability of Tama Tonga somehow works in his favor. We'll see if it does tonight.
And then there's Drew McIntyre, who's transformed from a warrior to a straight-up monster. Drew looks ready to beat the daylights out of his opponent.
McIntyre standing in that corner with a frightening intensity, and it's only gonna get worse.
Drew is known as the Scottish Warrior. He loves a good fight and is not the slightest bit shy about letting his counterparts know exactly that.
Yeah, and in Drew's case, there's no reason to deviate from that plan. Take the fight to the competition and let the chips fall where they may.
Ah, jumping cutter.
Double axe handle.
Oh.
Brought down with a snapmare. Bam! Talk about dismantling your opponent.
And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
Tama continues the assault.
Oh, what a headbutt. On the mark.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Oh, my God. Vicious backbreaker.
Oh, my, a jumping.
Now into the cover. Will McIntyre be able to recover? Oh, he got him. What a win. The Punisher of WWE, Damian Priest, set to compete here tonight. Just looking at the eyes of Priest, he came here tonight with serious business in mind.
And that's just Priest's way, Cole. He loves to party and raise a little hell, but when that bell rings, he is all business. And it's not the kind of business you want to be on the wrong end of.
Hard-hitting, unrelenting, that describes Priest to a T. This should be quite the matchup.
And then we've got Seth freaking Rollins. As far as Seth is concerned, there isn't a superstar in the locker room who can truly hang with him in the ring. Call him conceited, call him boastful, but that's just how Seth sees it.
I'd encourage people to call him one of the greatest of all time. Every ounce of swagger and self-confidence that Rollins brings with him to the ring has been earned over a lengthy and hugely successful career. When you've got the resume Seth Rollins has, you can run your mouth however you want.
Rollins and Priest are two superstars who simply refuse to hold back once the bell rings. With that in mind, Corey, is this one going to be a battle of yards or inches?
Between these two, it's going to come down to inches, Cole. Rollins and Priest are pretty evenly matched in the ring, both in skill and experience, which is why Priest will need to use his size and power advantage as much as possible to get the upper hand.
Nice suplex.
Already he's taken on some damage.
Yeah, as Rollins was putting that visionary offensive mindset to work.
Uh-oh. Rollins just a step too slow.
Find some payback with their own reversal. Dueling reversals. Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in. Rollins saw the window of opportunity and got there before Priest could close it.
Super kick finds the mark.
Rollins looking to end it.
Oh, wow. Rendered unconscious. The official has to call it.
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
And it's the always dangerous Sheamus in action tonight.
We all know Sheamus has got a temper and loves to fight. In fact, we might be about to witness more of a bar fight than an actual wrestling match.
Yeah, but the bar fight or not, Byron, we know Sheamus is guaranteed to provide a banger.
Yeah, but then there's Finn Balor you got to deal with in the ring.
Perhaps the most diabolical we've ever seen him. Balor has been getting more dangerous with every passing moment. Who knows what sort of devious scheme he has cooked up for his opponent tonight?
Well, the Celtic Warrior wants a fight, and one way or another, he's going to get it.
Deadlift. Look at this power.
Into a power slam.
Whoa. Hoisted up.
Gut buster.
I don't know if this is a good idea. This is going to take more strength than he has left. A lift up power bomb. Balor not exactly looking like the best version of himself after that one.
Sheamus doing what he can to protect his territory. Well, that changed.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
The calculating Finn Balor. You can never quite take him at face value. Balor seemingly always has something up his sleeve.
Yeah, you really have to stay aware and alert when you're in the ring with Balor. You can't let him catch you off guard because he will strike hard and with pure malice.
Going for the ride.
The follow-away slam. Such fire in the attacks of Sheamus.
Yeah, this is what happens when you stay aware and alert against Finn Balor. Balor unable to strike, and he's the one caught off guard here.
What noise! This is over. And there's no doubt he'll be cursing Sheamus' name for weeks after that. Boom kick. Balor's in deep peril here.
And the cover. And a victory. A win.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
In the ring tonight, we have the physically imposing Sheamus.
Yeah, the only thing the Celtic Warrior loves more than hitting the gym is hitting opponents in the ring. Sheamus is one of the most physical superstars you'll find in WWE.
Brace for impact as Sheamus looks to hand out some punishment between the ropes tonight.
Well, also in the ring is Gunther, who never holds anything back when he's in the ring.
Yeah, Gunther is utterly merciless, Saxton. His strikes have already become the stuff of legend. This isn't going to be a fight. This is going to be a war.
I don't know if this is a good idea. This is going to take more strength than he has left. A lift up power bomb.
A power bomb like that will leave you with bruises and remind you of this moment for days.
Neck breaker. Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside. Gunther seems unable to turn the momentum here.
Impressive moves from Sheamus, guys. Sheamus' words hit just as hard as his fists.
Taking over.
Going for the win here.
Beautiful. Mike Stick, you've got something else in mind, I guess.
Just mounted with punches and a stop to the gut, too.
It's no secret that Sheamus loves to fight, but admittedly, he has his work cut out for him here with Gunther. What do you think is going to be the deciding factor here, Corey?
I honestly think that when it comes to both Sheamus and Gunther, it really is anyone's game. On any given night, either one of these men could come out on top. It's just a question as to who's got more fight in them at the end of the day.
Knee drop.
Heading to the outside now. Pattern instincts from Sheamus.
That's it. Gunther is out.
Here's the pin. Finally, it's over.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior.
Extreme Rules match, you need a bit of a deranged mind to agree to these stipulations.
This is where all the barriers come down. You really find out who a superstar is and what they're capable of with nothing to hold them back. Ooh, what a nasty kick.
Insulting.
That's going to be a moment you want to forget it very soon.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Repeated headbutts. Headbutt after headbutt after headbutt. Just going all out with every blow.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
He's headed out to the ringside area.
And he's going with the great equalizer here, the steel chair.
He's got the chair set up. Oh, boy, this is not going to be good. Oh, what's this?
Northern Lights. Oh, right to the throat.
The crowd is fired up. Howdy is fired up.
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent.
Snapping the neck.
Definitely some damage dealt to him there.
An unsettling amount of pain being inflicted by Uncle Howdy.
Rape.
No, nothing fancy here.
Tasted victory.
Backed up. Kick it out before the count.
Not quite enough to put him away.
So, here comes the big dog. Roman Reigns building momentum and fighting back. That's right. Big dog. Roman for the win. He got the shoulder up in time.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Taking things to another level, bringing out the ladder like this.
Taking things back into the ring.
Uranagi. Man, oh man. Uncle Howdy taking he left himself wide open. Big mistake.
Uncle Howdy put a stop to that. Oh. Sister Abigail.
Good night. That is what it takes to topple Reigns.
And the victory.
Here is your winner, Uncle Howdy.
Roman Reigns displeased, failing to capture the win here.
The thing about Roman Reigns is he won't let this be the end of things. He'll come back somehow stronger and twice as determined.
The phenomenal AJ Styles is in action, more aggressive and more opportunistic than ever these days.
It's the evolution of a world-class athlete, Cole. Styles has always had a main event air about him, no matter his position on the card. He's just making sure now everyone else understands and respects that.
This shift in attitude and mindset is definitely made for an even more dangerous AJ Styles.
There's no hiding from what's on the other side of the ring. Uncle Howdy uses the ghastly visions in his head to torture his victims. There's no escape.
I can't imagine being ready to lock up and looking across the ring to see Uncle Howdy. Who knows what forces are doing his bidding? I've got chills just sitting ringside.
Clawing at the opponent's face.
Ripping at the eyes.
All's fair in love and war, gentlemen. I saw nothing but effective offense.
Good grief, man. This is vicious.
Every strike more devastating than the last.
And that shows Styles that he isn't the only one with something to prove tonight.
Yeah, Howdy brought the fight in a major way on that exchange.
There are many reasons why AJ Styles has been at the top of sports entertainment for so long. How do you formulate a game plan when going up against a superstar like Styles?
Well, a lot of AJ's offense starts with his lower body, Cole. He can't strike you as hard if he's favoring an injured leg. He can't go high risk if you chop him down a bit. Starting with Styles' lower body may be the closest thing you'll get to an advantage over him.
Styles has no control here.
Focusing attacks everywhere, but the damage to Styles' lower body certainly slowing down the phenomenal one.
And Uncle Howdy is giving me chills after that move. And that will do it. Not getting up from that one, so it's called.
Here is your winner, Uncle Howdy.
The steel cage is locked, and this match is underway.
Time and time again, the word unforgiving has been used to describe the steel cage, and tonight is no different.
Yeah, just look into their eyes. These superstars know what awaits them in this match, and it isn't pretty. You saw that one coming.
Stops that offense from connecting. How does a superstar endure the unchecked physicality of a steel cage match?
I think it comes down to your endurance. Do you have what it takes to go crashing into that unforgiving steel structure and keep fighting?
It's also about mentality. If you feel trapped and hopeless in there, you've already lost.
He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover. Clothesline!
Ooh. Look at this, deadlifting their opponent.
Superhuman.
Hooked up and DDT.
The Celtic Warrior loves to fight.
And the Celtic Warrior is dominating.
The arm absorbing the damage.
Oh, no! Draped across the top rope.
Jarring impact. He's looking fairly drained.
Sheamus came looking for a fight, and this is clearly just what happens when he finds a fight. Sheamus, patented offense
With white noise. No elegant way to say it.
Here we go. Sheamus going for the victory.
Hold on. He stops the count.
Owens running into some trouble.
Owens just can't find any breathing room.
Neckbreaker. And the count doesn't even begin. Well, this is unexpected, Byron.
Yeah, I'm guessing he wasn't fully in position. Frog kick by Sheamus.
I knew Sheamus had this.
And there's the survivor of this steel cage match.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
I don't think anybody will question the toughness on display here tonight.
Takes a lot of guts to even set foot in the cage, but to win is even more impressive. Time for an Extreme Rules match where WWE throws the rule book out the window.
Kendo sticks, tables, chairs. If you can hold it in your hand, you can use it as a weapon. It is anything goes. Oh, man.
Nice enziguri. Oof. Ooh, stinging kick. Uncle Howdy looking to embarrass his opponent.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around.
Piercing the throat.
Boom!
Look at this Northern Lights suplex.
Looks like that really got him there. Exploder suplex.
Uncle Howdy getting the crowd riled up right now.
When you're not concerned about the rules, you have to think your mind runs a little wild, Corey.
When there are no rules, there are no consequences. Just let that dark part of your mind take over and run wild.
Ooh,
Face first.
The Uranagi
Landed them.
and Uncle Howdy is giving me chills after that move.
Sister Abigail. That's going to keep Sikoa down.
2. Uncle Howdy gets a huge win.
Here is your winner, Uncle Howdy.
Uncle Howdy claiming another victim with this win.
We usually expect ruthless dominance from Solo, but tonight, that just wasn't the case.
For Cody, the sport is in his blood and represents his entire life. You can feel every emotion Cody experiences in the ring.
The WWE Universe has followed Cody his entire career and will continue to do so to the end of the earth.
Cody has that rare quality his dad had, where Cody creates a special connection with people wherever he goes.
That brings us to Sheamus, a true warrior in the ring who's often battered and bruised by the end of his matches, but he wouldn't have it any other way.
Sheamus is as tough as they come. If anything, I think he enjoys picking up battle scars in the course of a match and wears them with pride.
Now that'll do some serious damage. It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. And that was offense with a hurtful purpose.
When you're facing Cody Rhodes, you really have to try your best to be more tenacious and somehow even more stubborn than Cody. Because Cody's not the type of competitor to ever give anything less than 100%. And that means you need to give it 110% if you want to beat him.
And yeah, Corey, that's 110% at the very least. Because Cody Rhodes never...
Getting the cover here, eye in the end.
Fending off a 2 count there.
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Ooh. Wait for it.
Alabama slam. He's looking a little worn down now. And he turned it around.
These two showing how well they know each other.
What noise, what impact.
I think that shows Sheamus's temper has reached its boiling point.
Are you not entertained?
Sheamus with a brogue kick.
Terrible position for Rhodes.
And into the cover. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Sheamus securing the win here tonight.
The Celtic Warrior did what he does best. He put up one heck of a fight.
Sheamus certainly earned this one.
And we're about to get things going here with the young and hungry Roxanne Perez, the self-proclaimed prodigy.
Well, Roxanne's body of work speaks for itself. This is a superstar who knows what it takes to be a winner, what it takes to be a champion here in WWE. That's what puts Roxanne a cut above a number of her colleagues, even at such a relatively young age.
Yeah, Corey, Perez has proven herself to be extremely driven, extremely tenacious, and we're somehow only still scratching the surface of what this young woman can do.
Yeah, but Dakota Kai is also here, and she's ready to put her educated feet to work. I don't know if she's still officially the captain of Team Kick, but don't worry. Dakota is still willing to kick anyone in the head who gets in her way.
More than willing. Kicking people is like breathing for Dakota Kai. It's like she needs to do it.
Scissors kick! Smashing the face right into the ground.
Oh. Endless kicks to the gut. And grabbing the hair, too.
A non-stop assault from Dakota.
Kai is pressing the advantage.
Corey, I have to ask, how do you approach taking on a superstar like Roxanne Perez, someone who's so experienced beyond her years in the ring?
Roxanne Perez is the prodigy for a reason, Cole, which is why you can't ever look past her. The key here is really bring the fight to Roxanne. Keep chipping away at her and refusing to let up at any point. Because if you give Roxanne an inch, she'll absolutely take a mile.
Oh, she's looking winded now.
Yeah, but this kind of damage is to be expected this deep in a match. Dakota Kai, kick to the ribs.
The chiropractor.
Wow. Immediate cover after the impact. There's two.
Obviously still has some fight left. Dakota Kai fears no opponent.
Back into the ring she goes. Perez caught by surprise. What a display of strength here.
Detonation kick. Perez won't come back after that.
Cover. And that'll do it. It's finally over.
Here is your winner, Dakota Kai.
There's the bell, and this one's official. Dakota Kai's in the building, and she's ready to take her opponent out.
It's no secret that Dakota Kai is a cold-blooded assassin. Dakota studies every move her opponent makes and then strikes.
Dakota Kai never hesitates to call her shot, and once she detects a weakness, she's merciless in exploiting it.
Katana Chance looks ready to get this party started too, guys.
Well, this isn't a party, Saxton, but luckily Chance knows that and knows what she needs to do to get things done here. Chance may not be the biggest superstar, but her athleticism and speed are both impressive enough to close any size gap.
Just breaking down the opponent. Insulting.
Dakota now with the upper hand.
Big-time offense from Kai.
And I imagine that if you want to gain an advantage against Dakota Kai, you're going to want to neutralize her kicks.
Absolutely on the mark, Cole. That means things like keeping Dakota Kai grounded, staying on her, not letting her build up speed to come charging at you. Eliminate the most dangerous weapon in Kai's arsenal, and you'll have a path toward victory.
Boom!
Oh, stomp!
Punishing double axe handle.
Dakota Kai with the...
Beautiful. Right into the cover.
2. She gets the shoulder up.
She just will not go away.
Oh, she was ready with the counter. Lift it up. What's next?
GTK. Kai has this in hand.
Going for the cover. It's over. All in a night's work.
Here is your winner, Dakota Kai.
What an emphatic victory, guys. No contest.
This might just be the wake-up call Chance needs to get into gear.
This is the type of match where anything can happen right away. Corey, what can we expect?
Well, you're going to see a lot of chaos. It's all about who can control the chaos the best.
There are no limits, and every resource is at a superstar's disposal.
Stumbling to his feet, he might just be rising to meet his end here.
And that stops whatever Kaiser intended. Oh.
Jeez. High knee right between the shoulders.
A great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
Back of his neck.
The amount of leg strength it takes to pull off such a maneuver is incredible.
There's a fisherman suplex. The hit's starting to take their toll on him a little.
Zayn getting the better of his opponent on that one. So much damage inflicted.
No doubt Ludwig is having trouble here.
Sami Zayn has got everything going exactly how he wants it.
Blue Thunderbomb! Wasting no time. Shoulders are down. And that'll do it. It's finally over with the win.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
And Sami Zayn is looking fired up tonight, ready to display his heart.
That heart has been a major factor in propelling Sami to the top levels of superstardom in WWE. Sami's been a relentless competitor since the very start of his career. He's had the odds stacked against him constantly and has been determined to break through every single time.
And Zayn is looking even more determined than ever in this match.
But just look at big Bronson Reed. Reed weighs in over 330 pounds, has a 59-inch chest, a 74-inch wingspan, and can bench press 600 pounds.
Well, they say everyone has a dream. Well, everyone also has a nightmare. And you're looking at it in big Bronson Reed.
Nice calf kick, great elevation. He is trying to get up, but it is not going well.
Look out!
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
You roll the dice and now could end up with a fractured rib for your trouble.
Well, let's hope that's not the case. Would hate to see things up high.
All the way to the outside. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count. Bronson Reed isn't your typical big man. How do you counter Reed's totally unique brand of physicality?
Well, Bronson might be unique, but the strategy's tried and true. Wear Reed down. You've got to outpace Bronson and just force him to burn through his...
Oof. That'll teach him not to showboat in the middle of a match.
Oh, right to the spine with the knee.
That was vicious.
And Reed didn't find a defense for that attack.
Yeah, Sami just brought the fight to him. Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
For the blue Thunderbomb.
2. No, stops the count at 2.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Uh-oh.
What a hurricanrana.
Put in the corner now. Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Boom, a forearm smack.
Super kick.
And now Reed is under immense pressure.
This is what I was saying. Bronson is getting outpaced and his stamina is draining fast.
Kick from Sami Zayn. This is troublesome for Reed.
Makes the cover. And this one is over.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
We see the clock is ticking. Corey, how important is it to score the first fall in this matchup?
It's of the utmost importance because then your opponent's fighting from underneath.
It means your opponent has to score 2 consecutive decisions over you to win. Not an easy task, to say the least.
Something to also remember is the first fall could be the only fall in the match. That gives you a huge psychological edge over your opponent.
Remember, there was an Iron Man match that ended 1-0. The first ever Iron Man match between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart at WrestleMania. Okay, now she's rubbing salt in the wound.
Oh, man. Wrench in the arm. Pele kick.
She catches Kai with a big counter. Lands a timely reversal.
kick on the button. Double leg takedown. Stop! Physicality, strategy, and endurance, all three must be at new levels and working at the same time.
With the scoreboard illuminated and the clock ticking, Iron Man matches are a different type of chaos.
A cover! Two! She kicks out with force.
She just dug down deep there, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it again.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Detonation kick! Has Dakota settled this?
Makes a cover! And she gets a fall in the early going. Uh-oh! Bang! Crucial counter there. Set up for the side Russian leg sweep.
From the top.
Oh, she gets no reward on that one.
Shining Wizard! I think it's about time to roll the dice, Cole.
Indeed! Is it enough? The cover! 2 count. And she earns the fall.
Double leg.
Uh-oh. She dodges out of the way. Got out of the way that time. Choke slam right into the knee.
Jumping stomp to the gut.
Oh,
She's got it. Got her shoulders down. She's got an early fall in this one. That'll rearrange the spine. Setting up for something here.
Bang! Detonation kick. And that can vanquish Natalya.
Into the cover. And she picks up the quick fall. Momentum now firmly in her favor.
nasty kick.
A foot.
Probably not going to win for a couple hundred years, Byron. You know why? Because the Billy Goat's curse is in effect.
I can't stand this move.
Hi, Colt.
Pip.
Agonizing hold. Got to find a way out, and they do.
Golly, that sounded rough.
Kick.
Hits the mark.
Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
I don't know if Natalya can withstand this. Ooh, got caught with a punch to the face. What a display here. Counters on both sides. Uh-oh. Boom. Scorpion death drop.
No idea her opponent has her dead to rights here.
Look out!
Suicide dive!
Threw caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
Oh,
Through the air and connects.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
Heading back into the ring now. Sent right into the corner.
Dakota Kai off the ropes.
Chiropractor.
Cover! There's two. She scores a fall early in the match.
Quick side step by Natalya.
And she heads out to the floor.
Look out!
Taking a flight to nowhere.
That right there was a patented crash and burn.
The decision to go high risk produced no reward. Kicks to the cranium of their opponent.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly. She's able to evade. Got out of there at the perfect time.
She goes under the ropes, back inside.
Veteran confidence and mind games on display from Natalya.
Well, that hurt. Roundhouse combo. Natalya looks like she's down and out.
Yeah, she's in a lot more than rough shape here.
Uh-oh. Look at the power. Will it be? And the count stopped short of 2.
I'm happy she did. I don't want this match to end.
Kai with a nice turnaround. From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Kai scales all the way up top. Lift off. Oh, high impact. Cover. There's 2. She's able to score a fall early here. Iron Man match continues as we stomp across the midway point.
Things are looking a little insurmountable. This match is grueling enough. You don't want to feel like you have to climb a mountain with kettlebells tied to your feet.
Oh, here it comes! Dakota Kai!
Detonation kick!
Hits it again, and no way this goes any longer.
No, she kicks out. She kicks out.
How close was that?
That was about as close as it could get without it all being over for her.
And that has to be a setback for Dakota. She didn't expect a kick out there.
You talk about competition, you talk about drive in this business. This is what we're talking about.
These women refusing to let up on each other, just unloading everything they have. Natty by nature.
That's Natalya showing just how exceptional.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied.
Devastating submission is locked in, and it's locked in real tight.
I think the scoreboard's about to change, Saxton. Very unique escape to fight her way out of the sharpshooter.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh. Sharpshooter applied.
Crucial moment in this Iron Man match. Looking to score a fall with this submission.
Very unique escape to fight her way out of the sharpshooter.
Oh, what a... Oh, this is Natalya's wheelhouse.
The Hart family legacy lives on. Sharpshooter applied.
You never want to give up a...
And there she goes. She's saying, I quit.
And she had Natalya's number there.
Roundhouse kick.
Roundhouse combo.
Another attack to the head and looking a little dazed. Oh, here it comes! Dakota Kai! Detonation kick! Kai has this in hand now. Cover!
Cheers the fall.
Quick sidestep by Natalya.
Running power slam. And again, the torso is the target here. She covers for the pin.
Wow, I thought this was over.
She reverses and creates an opportunity.
Dakota Kai off the ropes. Chiropractor.
Cover. 2. She's able to get one there.
From the top. Good Lord. Taking flight.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
And she's wasting no time kicking things up by bringing this chair into play.
Turns it around.
Feed off the WWE Universe. This place is starting to rock. Striking with the axe kick.
Only a quarter of a lot of time left as this Iron Man battle wages on.
Hopelessness has to be settling in now, down by so many falls. It'll be a miracle to turn the tide now.
Oh. Oh, and step up Enziguri.
Dakota Kai.
Bang! Detonation kick. And that can vanquish Natalya.
The cover.
Adding to her score, late into the match. Dakota now.
Probably not going to win for a couple hundred years, Byron. You know why? Because the Billy Goat's curse is in effect.
Oh, I can't stand this move.
Agonizing hold. Got to find a way out, and they do. Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal forearm. Natalya with natty by nature. Queen of Hearts looking to finish things off.
He's about to do so, Corey. If she can step through.
The sharpshooter, Byron. A fall could be scored right here.
Doing everything she can to not allow that. Trying to slip out of this.
Oh, reversal. Oh, got herself out of it.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh. Sharpshooter applied.
Submission locked in tight.
Tap, tap. And that puts a point on the board.
That's going to sting.
It has been incredible to see these athletes go 9/10 of the way through a grueling match.
Considering the clock and the score differential, I think we know where this one is headed. This is insanity.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. And she got lucky to be so close to the ropes there. Oh, she has her right where she wants her. From the top.
Stops the attack with a hit to the gut.
Dakota Kai with a
Detonation kick.
that shoulders down. Shoulders down. She gets a fall here in the deep waters. Kick to the stomach. Face wash.
Oh, that was just malicious.
Kicks to the cranium of their opponent.
And the
Dakota Kai.
detonation kick.
Did Kai just put an end to this?
Dakota got it through the suffering, still gets the win.
Here is your winner, Dakota Kai.
Logan Paul is his own personal hype man, and that's rubbed plenty of superstars the wrong way. It's even rubbed the WWE Universe the wrong way. But even though Paul has yet to pay his dues in this business, so far he's backed up all his trash talk with his actions in the ring. We'll see if he does so again here tonight.
And coming out of the other corner is Sami Zayn. You better recognize that Sami brings the fight and will make you believe.
If Sami's heart is beating, he's got a chance. Whether you believe in Sami's cause or not, you can't deny his unrelenting determination. He's dedicated his life to this business.
Logan Paul loves to gloat. He loves to showboat.
Yeah, Cole, and Logan has an unfortunate habit of getting caught up in the moment because of that. That's definitely something a smart opponent can easily capitalize on. Oh.
An uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
Talk about devastation. Oh, man.
For all his abilities, Logan Paul looked overwhelmed by that move. Look at this. Boom. Nice.
Paul avoids the attack.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors.
Zayn has a blue thunder bomb. There it is.
He could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up. And Paul is being picked apart here.
Yeah, Paul clearly got caught up in the moment. Now he's paying for it.
Just like that, Paul finds a counter.
Shots to the body. Heavy hands.
Oh, what an intense striking combination. And he stonewalls Logan. Placed him in the corner here.
Logan Paul looks knocked out.
Cover. What an impressive win for Sami Zayn.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
This is an absolutely incredible scene here. This matchup brings total annihilation and bodies everywhere.
Well, this is a dangerous situation that goes far beyond defeating your opponent.
This form of combat brings competitors irreparable harm. The goal should be just to make it out alive.
Oh, the Irish curse.
Man.
Up and around.
Tilt-a-whirl slam.
Hoisted up.
Wow, a gut buster. She's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
Sheamus was clearly enjoying the fight when he landed that hit. Turns things around.
Rolled up from behind. This could be it.
Hold it. Oh, reverses it. Shoulders down. He cuts the pin attempt short. Ooh. Oh, foot just stomping down. Triple H getting dismissed. Handled here.
Just look at Sheamus go. Oh, man, that was nasty.
Going for the cover. He might just have it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
What a match.
Nothing like a feisty Sheamus inciting the fans in attendance. Coming back from the outside now.
Kick by Sheamus. The game down. Might be it for Triple H. Gets the win, and he survives Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
That's the bell. Scott Steiner is ready to get this thing going.
Stepping up to Steiner is pretty much the worst thing someone can do. The man's a tremendous athlete, has freakish, absurd power, and has a mean streak a mile long. Why would you ever even want to try?
Steiner definitely isn't going to go easy in this one.
And then we have The Rock, a true icon who is one of the toughest and most arrogant superstars we've ever seen. I'm sure from his perspective, this match is destined to be just another amazing victory to add to the Great One's legacy.
And I, for one, bet he's not wrong. Love him or undeniable. This is a man who gets what he wants, and tonight, he wants to win.
And what a takedown.
Oh.
German suplex. These attacks are chipping away at him.
Steiner putting all of his freakish power to work.
The Rock's definitely shown himself to have even more of a temper as of late. Corey, do you think that's something that can be capitalized on here?
Absolutely, Cole. The Rock hates it when a plan doesn't come together. So if you can interrupt his game plan, The Rock will become beyond flustered. And that'll lead to more mistakes by the final boss.
No! Kick out at 2.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this.
Oh, here we go! Suplex!
What? Thanks for coming. Did Scott just close this out?
It's over. Steiner takes it.
Here is your winner, Big Papa.
Sheamus is known the world over as the Celtic Warrior, and it's a very fitting moniker. Few superstars can match Sheamus's pure fighting spirit. This is a competitor who never backs down from a battle.
Sheamus never has to back down because he's usually the man asking for a fight. I don't think there's anything Sheamus loves more than mixing it up in the ring. He just wants to get in there and have it out with anyone brave enough to take him on.
I think you're right about that. Sheamus seems eager as ever for a fight.
And in the opposite corner, we got Latino Heat. Eddie is so crafty, so cunning. He can turn almost anything into an opportunity.
We know how Guerrero gets down. Lie, cheat, and steal. But it's the way Eddie does it that's so effective.
Are you not entertained?
Ouch.
I can see a little frustration in Eddie after that, maybe losing some composure. Always a big fight feel when you're going up against Sheamus. Corey, Sheamus is a certified future Hall of Famer. I imagine that makes standing across the ring from him even more intimidating.
Yeah, but you can't let thoughts of the future get in the way, Cole. You have to be in the moment. You're in the ring with Sheamus now, and Sheamus is one tall task.
Not gonna be good. What noise?
Sheamus going for the pin.
Sheamus did it.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior,
The bell sounds and we are set. No disqualifications, no countouts in this one. As a matter of fact, no pinfalls or submissions either. No, to win this match, you have to put your opponent right through the table.
Definitely not my idea of a fun night, but who am I to judge? Ooh, kick to the back.
Oh, God, that hurt. Oh! Just pounding away. Just grounding and pounding.
Zayn absolutely not backing down.
All right, he's got to refocus up now. He answers right back. And Sammy is looking to the crowd for some support.
I don't know anyone that's more deserving of some praise and appreciation. Absolutely planted.
And that might shake Mysterio's focus.
Zayn, the master strategist with a master stroke.
Crank in the head. Constant attacks from Zayn.
Yeah, Dominic needs to find an opening fast. He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
The difficult thing to plan around in a tables match is that it can literally end at any second.
And that's entirely on you, though. You know what it takes to win or lose this match, so don't get swept up in the chance and the adrenaline. Keep your surroundings in mind and set up the table where you know you could dodge it if you had to.
Got them off their feet here.
Sends him through the table. What a win.
I don't care how much padding the floor seems to have. Being thrown out of the ring like that is incredibly unforgiving to your body.
They're happy to win, but I think even happier to avoid going through a table.
A tables match takes its toll.